Do you like classical music? If you answered no, and you play Arknights, I hate to break it to you, but you do. Let's check out Standchen from Arknights. Really, really interesting stuff here. I gotta stop. If you don't know this, the Standchen is one of the most popular songs composed by Franz Schubert, composed by Richard Strauss. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. The German is Leise fliehen meine Lieder durch die Nacht zu dir, in den stillen Hain herniederliebchen, komm zu mir. I believe there's actually also an Elvis rendition of Standchen. I'm really curious to hear how Arknights goes. This is identical. It's fascinating. There's obviously a modern twist to this, but I can't help but laugh and giggle knowing that I've sung this and I've known this song for literally 10 years. That's where the switch happens. Normally there's a climax, and then we peak up, and then we go back into the next verse, but it's okay.
I spent my life suffocating, ignoring villains, leaving inside me. Oh, my guilt is never fading. It forever lives on under my skin, killing me from within. You stay a part of me for the rest of my life. You tighten your grip like shackles on both my wrists. You stay a part of me for the rest of my life.
This is so interesting. It opens with Standchen, which is, that's the traditional Standchen tune by Franz Schubert, and then we move into this descriptive song about what this character thinks about life or whatever you have. And so it's very interesting to me that we take that Franz Schubert melody and then we disregard it in a way, and we move into this very, this has a musical theater quality to it too. It actually reminds me quite a bit of the Phantom of the Opera, both in terms of the singing, but also in terms of the angst that is heard in there. And of course, I would say that Standchen is pretty angsty. Standchen means serenade in German. Softly my songs plead through the night to you, down into the silent grove. Beloved, come to me. It's really about getting your love to come to you and drawing forth in the still of night. There's a night aspect to this, and I think that actually that works really well for this. It's interesting that Arknights would include a song written in 1828 in the Schwanengesang Swan Song song cycle, the last song cycle that Franz Schubert would put out. And Standchen is in there. It's a very broody series of songs. I find it very, very curious that is included in this and why it's included. The character must be a musician. I see them with a flute, and there's a cello involved. So there's quite a bit of angst in here, which is very interesting.
But then I grew up and saw the real world when I every tear.
So actually the song, the lyrics here are not completely dissimilar from the original lyrics, but it's cool to hear that melody brought back in the flute, and then now we have that as the active theme, even though this is theoretically a variation on a theme of the Standchen Schubert melody.
I carry you on my own, 'cause you insist you only feel at home. Under my skin, you're killing me from within. Will you stay apart from me for the rest of my life?
Oh, I love this melody. You'll stay a part of me for the rest of my life. That's fun. Yeah, that's very good. Well, if you thought you hated classical music, you don't, because this song literally borrows from a Franz Schubert song from the 1828 Schwanengesang song cycle. You've been tricked. You've been duped. Now you like classical music. And this is actually art song. This is German Lieder, which is songs sung usually for a small audience in these things called Liederabends, and it's a very intimate music that's based on piano and vocals. So that actually makes sense for a lot of this. This is quite a bit larger in terms of orchestration, in terms of instrumentation, than the original German Lieder was originally intended for. But that's the beauty of classical music, is that we evolve with time. There is that space to play with things. And I think it's a real homage to Standchen, to the Franz Schubert, to the original poetry, to take that tune and modify it into a modern sound. This came out a couple months ago. If you're watching this later on, and who knows however many years from now, this came out June-ish 2022, and it's interesting to hear this tune in a video game and also in a modern thrust, which is really exciting as a classical musician and as an opera singer. So as always, thanks a ton. More Arknights to come. If you want to check out more Arknights, I've got Lullaby here, and I think you might enjoy that. And there's more opera in there to talk about. And as always, thanks a ton, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.